Yeah. She's right behind her.
If you watch closely, you'll see your kid.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome. Hello, parents of T74. Welcome to one cycle we have a team meeting with the kids. And they don't sit on chairs, they sit on the floor in here, and it's just about this project. And we apologize for that. It's the nature of the beast around this first meeting with 186 kids on our team. So thank you so much for coming out. We're going to start with an introduction. I'm Larry Davis. And just to let you know a little bit about myself, this is the 32nd year I've been a middle school teacher. And I started out I started out, I want to be a high school teacher, but I got my first teaching job as a middle school teacher, and after about 5 years, no, this is where I belong, and I still love it, and I I also have 2 kids of my own, but both of them are just ready to my son leaves next Friday. Daughter's senior at CSU, she's actually in Paris, so she doesn't leave
I'm Mike Nielsen, I'm my teacher. I have been on the earth I'm not even 32, so that's in your mind.
was I'm Michelle Grissom, I'm teaching social studies, and this is my 19th year here, in teaching, and 13th at Mountain Ridge. And so, yeah, I obviously, so it is pretty awesome. I actually receive a lot of people right yes, I have a lot of students, which is awesome. And
And I am Jamie Sullivan, and I am the language arts in their 12th year teaching. I taught previously, I taught the kids, math, this is my 3rd year at Mountain Ridge. I have first grade twins, stand back over here from their back to school days. So,
I'm Ellie Faust. I am the iLab teacher. I probably said like STEM applications. It is really iLab, and I don't know, I'm a little worried about what your kids said about me. 85% of it is true. That's what I always tell them. 85% is true. I don't know where that percentage is. I have been teaching. This is my 16th year of teaching. I used to be a 8th grade science teacher. This is my 12th year at Mountain Ridge. I'm super excited.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan Lopez. I'm the health teacher, and this is my 2nd year at Mountain Ridge. Last year, loved it here. Things were great. This year, we're filling kids.
It will. It will. And I'm going to step up. My name is Paula Moore, and I have a unique role on this team. I'm not one of the teachers, but I am the school counselor for Team 7-4, as well as for Team 8-1. This is my 8th year at Mountain Ridge, and it's my 8th year as a school counselor. And before this, I was a middle school and elementary teacher for hundreds of years, a long time. So I just want you to know that I am another resource. All of the data everywhere in the world shows that kids in middle school that have a connection with a trusted adult anywhere in their lives, they just are more successful. And the more of those adults that can have, the better. We are lucky that we get to have school counselors here at Mountain Ridge. I am one of 3. And I want to spend time getting to know your kids and, you know, doing what I can do to be helpful. I'm not one of their teachers and I'm not their parent, but I want to be that trusted adult for them. And I love my job every day. I love working on this team, being part of this team. Your kids are in a wonderful spot here on Team 7-4. You can reach me on the website. You can call me. You can email me if there's anything that you want to share with me or come in and talk and have a meeting. I'm happy to do that. So contact me if you need that.
That's Ms. Mitchie. She's our learning specialist. I just don't like standing.
No, wait, we have more over here too.
And
Wait, go ahead.
Larry decided to, we're the grandparents to all these to try to keep them in line.
This is low, we can like this.
Hi, I'm Victoria Winslow. I am the 7th grade administrator, so I work with the students on your team and this wonderful group of teachers, and I also have 2 other teams in 7th grade, so I work hard to learn all 517 names, which I hope to have a couple by the end of next week. No, seriously, this is my 7th year at Mountain Ridge, and I have, your kids are one of the best teachers. I can't even begin to tell you. Just like Paula, I'd like to be a resource for your students and for you. So if there's anything that I can do for you or any questions I can answer, please don't hesitate to call on me. I'd like to help you and your student have a good year. Thank you.
okay. I am here to talk to you about, I have a wonderful opportunity for you. I'm not telling you anything. All right. I'm here to talk to you about what really this 7th grade year is supposed to look like, what we envision it looking like for your child, and our philosophy and the way that we approach things, and our team theme for the year is all about change and how to make a change for themselves, in the world, in their community, and of course in school, and how to be really the best student that they can be and the best person that they can be. Because yes, they're here to learn, but we also want them to be growing to be a good person and to be a good citizen of the world. And so that's really our big sort of push on this team. And so I'm sure some of you have heard from your kid that, you know, we have something called change agents. And if you haven't heard about the change agents, it's one of those things that we do each month to celebrate the change agent of the month. And that student who's really made a difference or done something that's gone beyond just being a 7th grade student. Maybe they've tried to start a club, or they've tried to do something to donate their time or their effort towards some other thing out there, an organization, a group, whatever it is, that they've taken on that role, and they've become passionate about that. And so for me, of course, when we decided last year that we really wanted our team to focus on this, for me it was awesome because that's what my whole classroom is about. And learning empathy for others and learning about the world and figuring out how to be a person in this world. And so I love that we get this opportunity with the whole entire class, the whole team, and that we're all a part of this. And hopefully you'll really get on board with this as well and support your child, because we're hoping that they go home and they're excited about it and they're talking about it, and this is what I want to do, and this is what we're doing on our team. But one of those pieces about having them be the change agents that they will be, no matter what they will be, is to be self-advocates. And that's one of our big pushes as well as 7th grade teachers. They're coming in from elementary school, and you know, so much of elementary is sort of done for them, and it's a little bit easier. They don't have the autonomy to make the decisions that they do in 7th grade, and to be able to figure out all of the things that they have to do. And it's a lot, and we understand it's a huge year of transition. And that's why we're teaching 7th grade, and we love this age. We love having the chance to be able to help them become the people that we want them to be. And through that transition, they have to learn responsibility, they have to learn how to be responsible for themselves, and they have to learn how to make decisions. And so while we know you're their parents, and we know you want to be supportive of them, we want that as well. We also want them to start taking on a self-advocacy role so that they can help themselves. And you've all been through 7th grade, and or not, I don't know. Maybe not. But either way, you're not going through 7th grade this year. So your child is, or your children. And because we know we have a lot of twins. So we just are really asking for your support to help us help your child learn how to be self-advocates. And that can look a lot of, like a lot of different ways. So one of those, of course, is communicating with us and being able to feel like they communicate with us without having to go to you and saying, please, will you just do it? Will you do this for me? Because I don't want to. And while I get that would be the easiest thing to do sometimes, because you don't want to hear your kid whine, and everybody gets that, we get it. We are asking that you help them be the responsible students that they can be, and to help themselves, because obviously that's only going to help them later on if they learn some of these skills. So really, my whole spiel is supposed to be about what we do on this team, and self-advocacy is our big push, and being, of course, the agents of change that they will be. So obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to email us yourselves. You don't have to ask your kid to do it. And we're here. I mean, there's a handout in the front as you're leaving, or if you already grabbed it, it has all of our emails on it. And we also, Ryan's going to talk about our Bridging the Gap meetings. But it's a great opportunity for you. So when he talks about that, you might want to listen to when those are, because they're for you to learn how to maybe be more helpful for your child. So thanks.
I get it on again now. Mine is going to be about math, but if you didn't pick up one of I do want to be quite emphasize that the purpose of tonight, we would love to get to know you better, right? And the individual conferences about how to big and math teachers like it. apologize for that right now. If you have those individual questions, we all will follow the same. Okay. Okay. Now, having said that, all your kids are placed in 1 or 2 levels of math production. You have 2 accelerated math classes, 4 regular math. Just so you know, textbook. And this scared the kids when I first, they got to see this one first. And when I first showed the kids this, they were in regular math, I saw eyes go, we're not in accelerated. The way this particular curriculum is set up, the way our curriculum is set up, this textbook is mine. And for the Math 7 curriculum, it's a foundation. For the accelerated kids, they get to do the first 10 chapters in about half the year. And then we spend the rest of the year doing what used to be the first semester of Algebra 1. When I first taught here 13 years ago, I was teaching 8th grade Algebra 1. And what I will be teaching the accelerated kids the second semester is pretty much the first 12, 14 weeks of the class. All right, now, your kids. First of all, I'm not the one who assigned her kids to the class they're in. Now, having said that, I think most of them are right where they need to be. Okay? I think most of the Math 7 kids are in the appropriate class, and most of the accelerated kids are in the appropriate class. And you know the children better than I do. The way they were assigned to classes, they looked at 5th grade. They looked at COGAT scores if they were ranging for your child. They looked at a 6th grade assessment that we gave all the feeder elementaries in April. And they shipped them over here as a 7th grade math teacher. We have 2 Joe and I, and there's a program right sat in the room ready to go. And then from there, they took, and they said, okay, here's the cut score for that 6th grade assessment. And some of you got letters that invited your child to go back to the further test and see if they need to be. And they took another test, and then some of them took another test after that. They looked at all that, and then finally, probably the most important was your child's 6th grade teacher's recommendation. Your child's 6th grade teacher will train kids better than I do. Now, having said that, Joy in giving we gave all the 7th graders the same 2 assessments this year. One is a pre-course test. It measures, okay, they should know this stuff coming into 7th grade. They were rusty, and most kids did close to ace and everything like that. But what I saw was, okay, they got the basics. And we also gave them an end of the year test that we're going to give and another version, and we can show them all. In my room, I rushed over that to first test, show me what you know. And I told them I want your best effort. It doesn't count for a grade, but I need to see what you really can do so I can do that. The second test was, okay, you're not going to know this stuff. Some of the kids thought they checked out and they get some tests back on them. That's one of those things where your kid takes that test and so when they get that back, and it's not to make them feel stupid, I told them, but that test was more like, hey, what am I going to learn? And I wanted to approach it with that attitude. If you have concerns or in regular math class and you think they should be so, I told my kids in the regular class, tell me, let me know, invite me to email, and I will have a conversation with them. And I think that they are ready for accelerated conversation. And you have limited number of assessments. And that's just the way it is. I also want to emphasize, if you want your child to be an accelerator, you're probably going to hear some data from 86% of students on the 74 are involved in extracurricular activities. Some of those activities take hours. I know one girl wrote down for me, she does dance 22 hours a day. And I know a lot of kids are in competitive sports and club sports, all those things. Kids, I don't know how many hours you guys are working. Is it really worth your acceleration? Ask yourself that question. And I'd be happy to discuss it with you personally or email. Just come. Now, this is the textbook. There are 20 copies in my room, and that's it. There's no more copies of this book. So, just because we bought 20 copies, Big Ideas Math is a company, that you have access to a free copy of this textbook. On the same pages, you open it up, it's online. The URL is on that white sheet. I'm going to be shooting the email out, so you're going to get it twice a day, just so I can get the parents. So if you see it, you can store it if you got that letter. Your kid will have access to this textbook online. On the free version, pop-up ads, and it's literally just the pages scanned into a PDF. If you are willing or want to or interested, or you think your child needs, for $10, you can buy their big deluxe version. And I've seen demos of it. This is for sure I don't really know it. I have a sister-in-law teacher that walked in house, and they used it last year. She told me, she showed me. If you buy the $10 version, you get extras. So that if a kid is working on a problem and going back to look at the examples doesn't do it for helping them with their work, you click on the problem and it'll show you maybe a tutorial. A video tutorial. They have, sometimes if they click on a problem, they might give you a quick step. I can't tell you whether it's $10 or not. I'm not going to say I don't. Some of you guys just spend $10 and you guys find out. Yeah, this is a good thing. You shoot an email. You know that. I told kids. I hope some kids get it. So that's what the whiteboard is about. Please, if you have any questions about that, this is a workbook. These are the papers that kids have already had assignments out of this. They can really see the basic courses to start with. They'll be having these sheets, and these stay in my room, but they tear out these sheets coming together. And we'll be working out of these. They'll also be working in their I was next to go.
It was riveting.
Yeah.
I was riveting.
What did you just say?
Just quickly going to talk about content grade versus work habits grade. This year, your child will be earning 2 different types of grades, one for content and one for work habits. In elementary school, they have a variety of ways of grading their students. We'll talk about the grading scale in just a few minutes, but the content grades are what they will be assessed on for our district and state standards for math, social studies, science, health and safety, language arts, and ILA as their own standard. But you will see that in our grade book under content work. So that is what you're looking for as far as the standards go. They also have a work habits grade. And all of us have our grade book set up in a work habits fashion or format where we all have at least 3 consistent types of work habits grades. The kids will be graded on participation in class, behavior in class, and conclusion. So those are the 3 work habits that we're really trying to work on with our students this year in 7th grade. And so we will all have that consistent in our grade book for work habits. The work habits piece is really important, and we really try to work with kids with self-advocacy of that work habits piece to make sure that they're turning in homework on time, they're turning in quality work, they're doing what they're supposed to be in class, especially with group work and goods. So it's something that's really important this year. And then that kind of leads me to the group work. Sorry, your kids share everything. I am not. Group work. Our team is really dedicated and focused on working in a group setting, and we're doing a lot of interdisciplinary units this year. With that being said, they will be working in small groups, as small as 2, large groups, as large as 10 to 15, with 1 unit being an entire class. So there is a huge push for them to learn those communication, those collaborative skills, and have those to be successful for professionals outside. So, with that being said, we do have what's called a written agreement on our team, where the students will be filling out a sheet every time they work in a group about what they think they need to have to be successful with that group. Inside, it's usually all of our classes are done, and they all sign off and say, I agree to this working agreement. And so if there is an issue with group work, which I know that a lot of you parents are going, my kid does all the work, my kid doesn't really do, and I'm nervous about it, that's what we're working on this year, is to make sure that everybody is working together, all the work. So we refer back to that working agreement a lot, and they can get very, we'll talk about that in one of our bridging the gap meetings as well. I am made up time.
Most of the time, it's not. And that helps kids also.
So we do have a different grading system in middle school than what you probably use in school. So for each assignment, the kids receive and they're normally equate to percentages. So if your child earns a 3, that doesn't mean it works a little differently. A 4 means that your child is exceeding grade level expectations and exceeding the standards on their assignment. If the child earns a 3, they're right where they should be. They're meeting our expectations. And 3s are good. A lot of times kids are like, why isn't this a 4? And it's a legitimate question, but we're really trying to stress that if 4 means they've really exceeded the expectations for a 2 means that they're not quite meeting grade level expectations, and we would encourage them if they earn a 2 on an assignment to come talk to us about what went wrong there. And a 1 means they are pretty far below the expectations of the assignment, or it might just be that there's communication ethics, with the and again, for their assignments, they'll have a content knowledge grade, which is more about the standards and the skills that they're learning, and then a work knowledge grade, which is was it complete, was it and
I'm right here.
We're going to talk a little bit more about the grading in our bridging the gap meeting.
We're saving the best for last.
Yeah. And then additionally, just to tag on to that, this is related to work. The school has a program called WIN, which stands for Work in Math. And it's basically an after-school study that they can go to Monday through Thursday from 2:50 to 4 o'clock. So sometimes the kids have not turned in an assignment, they'll go to WIN to work on it. They can go for various reasons. They can go if they want to go and have a fight with this if they work in an hour and 10 minutes for the whatever. They don't have to sign up for that for your teacher. They can just show up and sign in on the WIN log any day that they would like to. This person had, I was sent to yeah. Okay. This person and I are through the WIN teacher, but the days will be at the library. It takes place at the library. And the one thing we ask is that technically stay and it's just a safety if they do need to be moving, it's fine. Just ask them to come up to the library so they can take
There's a lecture. Okay. Hi, everybody. First, I'd like you all to turn and wave hi, because you are all going to be on YouTube. Yay, there you are, right there. And you guys see how technological it was to put it on dictionary? I just want to give you a little snippet of what iLab is, because this is a new curriculum. It is a precursor to STEP. It is all about problem solving. How do you go about solving real-world problems? And your student is going to go through that process over and over and over again with me. Yay. And they are going to truly be, by the end of the year, finding a passion and trying to solve a problem with something that they care about. I just want to brag about one of my students last year that he did this over the summer. August 10th was this fundraiser. He loves hockey. And so August 10th, he had a fundraiser at the ice ranch and raised over $4,000 for the Epilepsy Foundation. And that's what your kids are going to be doing this year. No, they are. It's pretty cool what it's going to be about. The nice thing too, the I stands for innovation, so they will be integrating a lot of technology here. I'm trying something new. I am a risk taker, so we'll see if this works. This is Google Hangouts on here. What's cool about it, if you find this, what we're talking about, so riveting, if you want to watch Mr. Davis's math talk, you guys can go onto YouTube, and you can watch it on repeat. But this whole back to school night, hopefully, is my hope that it will be on YouTube. So any parents who weren't able to make it, or let's say one parent was, but one parent wasn't, you're like, wow, check out that crazy teacher, and you fast forward it to me, and there you go. Or, hey, this is really funny, watch this. You'll be able to watch that on there. That's my hope. But you're welcome. Your children are also going to be really, I'm going to be helping them become more tech savvy, but so far I am very impressed. I mean, they pick up the Google Chromebooks. They're trying to help me because the iPads aren't imaged yet. Like, oh, so cute. Yeah, iPad. I am lucky that I have 18 iPads in my room and I have 15 Chromebooks. So I do have a class set for me to be able to use every day, and so your students will be hopefully getting a little bit more tech savvy as they're learning to problem solve. But I just want to give you a little tidbit on. Okay, so now into the stuff I'm really supposed to be talking about. There's two things. One thing your kids are probably going to be excited that I talk about, and there's going to be one thing that they don't want me to talk about. So I'm on audience participation. Do you want to hear the thing that they don't want me to tell you first? Yes? Okay, I'm going to show you our website, because all of our homework is on a calendar for you guys, and it's in one location. Okay, so we're going to show you this.
While we're waiting, can I say, I love you.
I think what you do is
I don't know about these other people. I love you. We all love you. Thank you. Okay. So the first thing, I know there's a plug for our school website. If you type in MRMS, I don't know who paid for the first kid that comes up. But we do. So if you go to our site, this is a very cool picture. It was done with a drone at the end of last year. Pretty neat.
Well, hopefully you'll have a picture of your kids taken by the drone up so that they have my back.
And so the powers that be, my boss, said that please take a look. There's a lot of good information on the Mountain Ridge site. Now we're going to get to our site. So if you go to the staff and faculty contacts, right here it says Team 74 website, and it clicks right there. We have a lot announcements and upcoming events are right on that first page. Once again, Jeff is on there, which will be like that. Great. All right, you better. Some other things. So this is going to be where your kids do not want you to know about this. All right, this is like I hope they never find out. Is our homework calendar. So if you take a look, our homework is posted up here in one place for you guys to check out. So if your student says, I didn't have any homework, I did it all, I'm good. I'm like, really? Go look on the website and find out. So I just will show you just mine because I know it's up here. If you click on it, it tells you what the description is, when it's due. Sometimes you might have to click on more details because there may be attachments to it. And a lot of times I use attachments when I'm trying to. So that's there for all of us, and so you guys can kind of take a look at that. they're probably at home, their ears are ringing, they're like, oh no. Yeah. Some other cool things about our website that I just,
So this all happens, just to tag on to that, so if they're absent, that is the first place that they want to go, is to look at the calendar, see what they missed before they come in and go. Yeah, no, it's not. So, yeah, just go there.
while I'm on this too, I digress, but I'm not really. T-shirt design challenge. So some of your students may have talked about this. They're in the process right now in my class. We're designing a T-shirt that represents our team, and they seem to be pretty excited about it. About half of our parents, you, have already paid for the T-shirts because it was in it said required fees, but it was an optional fee. It is an optional fee. It is $7.50. Please take a look at RevTrad. We're hoping that we're going to have T-shirt Tuesdays. Because the winners get their design printed, we're really hoping we had, out of 190 last year, I think we had 155 T-shirts. So that was pretty cool. If at all you're like, well, I don't know if, times are kind of tight, please just let one of us know, and we will get a scholarship for your child. So that is not an issue at all. I just want to plug there. Another thing to look at, we have contacts, so if you forget our email or use that piece of paper that's right there. We also have, take a look at this. This is where we're going to be posting extra cool things that your kids can be involved in. So right now, Ms. Sullivan has already put up a Story Makers contest that your kids can be involved in. So there's some neat things with our website there. Now, easy on. Oh, gosh, I can't believe I did this. Homepage. Sorry. There. We have a Twitter account. If you are a Twitter person, I am trying to get to be a Twitter person. We have an account, and I already have posted, hey, look forward to seeing you at back to school night, interesting things that are happening, our Virginia Gathering, and we'll all be tweeted out to you guys. So if you want to, it's at 74MRMS is our handle for that. Now, let's see. Last but not least, what your kids want me to tell you. I literally had about 4 students come up to me and say, you need to make sure when you talk to our parents, when they introduce themselves to you, and I was like, oh, yeah. Please let them know about personally owned devices. So yeah, did you hear this already? Oh yeah. So we are encouraging personally owned devices to be here at school. I am very fortunate to have a class set of Google Chromebooks and the iPads, but not everyone else is as lucky as me. So we are really recommending, optional, but if they have a device, they can bring it here. You will be getting a letter from our esteemed principal about the personally owned devices, I think right after this meeting. And she's like, great, that's the thing we should be talking about. We have to read and send a letter out. Some things that you may be worried about safety, right? It getting stolen. We will do our best. It is the responsibility of the student, but we will do our best to make sure that if it's a laptop or their phones or an iPad, that it is kept safe. There's one thing we do not have our lockers here. So. Oh, yes. No. Okay. No, gosh.
I mean, unless you have some extras like home.
Yeah. If you want to, if you, yeah. Everyone loves an iPad. If you.
Is because they put their backpacks and leave the backpacks in the lot.
Yeah. Right. So it's important that they keep their backpacks with them. Like if they go to lunch and they have their laptop, they just need to be aware that I should probably keep my backpack with. I already had some students bringing in laptops and iPads, and it's just wonderful to see because now they already know how to use it. It's not a teaching moment for me. It's just that they get to it. So that was the last point. And now I feel like I should have a drum roll. It is Ryan talking about bridging the gap. Oh no, you can talk about that last.
Okay. So if you check your kids' the actual class is called Integrated Health and so that's basically health and PE together. And how it works this year for 7th grade is they will get 1 grade for health and PE. So let's say they don't do well in health. However, they have the opportunity to bring their grade up in PE, C, and it'll be like that all throughout the year. Now for 8th grade, they do it a little different. They do separate grades for health and PE. How it works here is 2 weeks they will do the health class upstairs, and right after that they go to PE for 2 weeks. So today in class we actually went over PE expectations because we start that next week, Monday. And I gave all the kids blue sheets. You should be receiving these this weekend. Or already received them, good. And I told them how to go online in class, but I'll explain it to you guys. What you'll do is you'll go to our website and you'll click on health and I have 3 links that says there, and it will explain everything you need to know about the expectations, health expectations. So your kids should go over that. If they don't, that's how it works. 2 weeks PE, 2 weeks health, all throughout the year. One thing last year that I noticed was kids would forget to bring their PE report to quite often. So if that happens this year, guys, just try to remind them every week. I try to tell them today. Try to do it every Friday. Bring their uniform home. Watch it every week.
Especially the extra PE, it's like extra 9. Yeah, extra 7th grade. Yeah.
So if you guys have any additional questions on like doctor's notes or if there's anything that's going to prevent them from participating in PE, all of that will be on document. If you have any questions afterwards, just shoot me an email. Pretty straightforward. Next is bridging the gap that we've all been talking about. So we get this. It's called Bridging the Gap. We started it last year, and what it was is just kind of a meetup, a coffee talk type thing, where any of you guys can come once a month, and we just sit around in a circle and just pretty informal with you guys. Make sure there's any questions you have. We can talk about any issues you saw. Usually it's theme oriented, so usually the theme every month. Talk about that. I think our times will be 8:30 to 9, and it will be on our calendars. We see when the exact date is for those.
And it's on the sheet. You grab it with our emails.
And we will be sending out a letter just reminding you of him things himself.
We did realize that some of
We just talked about this right now. I know. Sorry. Okay. I do have to tell you guys. I apologize. I'm a very excitable person. I don't know if you can tell that. Get excited about little things. But I am actually a morning person. So just imagine, I feel bad for your students. They have to go home and ask them if they have 3rd or 4th. Give them that show love. But we were thinking too, if this is working, we may have these as a Google Hangout on air that I can send you the link. So if you wanted to take a look at the Bridging the Gap at home, you could do that as well. So, I'm going to do this.
Can you imagine her hungry?
She does. Whoa, look what you got! That's okay.
Alright,
Talk about access. Yeah, one last thing. I don't know if you kids have talked about what access is. So 2 days a week, I think it's Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursdays. It's called Access, and they have a chance pretty much to go to any teacher they want during that time. And it's time for them to get caught up on homework, ask them any additional questions they have. So make up quizzes, tests, all their core teachers, and
Additionally, we do have we've got like six computers plus 5 laptops plus something Chromebooks. And so during access, if your child can't print at home, that is the time that they come in and print from computers and use the paper here. That's completely fine. I've already had a couple of kids email and say, can you print the software? I can't print from home. You can print it. They can come in here and print it themselves, but I really prefer print things. So they can come in here, along during access. They have an hour a week to do that.
They can also come before to the morning. There are teachers that are, a couple of us get here about 6:30. But we really are in the fly, in the office, in our room. They need to and they can come down here.
We talk super fast. We're impressed with ourselves right now. We are ahead of the game. You guys have any questions? It is a time that we have with kids on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday that we see kids from all over the building. So we'll have 8th graders and 7th graders in our classroom. And they're from different things. 26, depending on the RAM. And more about relationships and advice and we have them for 2 years, so they stay with the same RAM teacher for 2 years. And we just I had the kids do homework as scheduling. And they recommend that they allot an hour and a half of homework every night. It doesn't mean that they're going to have an hour and a half of homework every night, but they should have that block of time out of
But realistically, with our if they manage their time, if they
Then they might get nice.
And then we get those emails. Some stayed up until 11:30 last night, finishing your stupid project. It's not live. You worked on it 8 hours in class. So please, encourage your kids to stay on top of it. And they won't.
And that's one of the goals for Island as well, is to break down projects into manageable steps. So we're going to go through that, how you break it down into daily schedules, and if you don't finish it, then you give it items if they're giving themselves homework. So if they accomplish what they need to in the day, great. If not, if they're in the so that's part of the team movement.
All the way back, in the dark. Woo-hoo! Okay.
We don't have parent-teacher conferences. We have student
Just to speak a little bit to it, we have an electronic 5-7-inch portfolio. So your kids are going to have a computer, they're going to get it up, they're going to show you their grades, they're going to show you all the homework, hopefully, most of it, online. And so there will be some papers, but we'll link.
So when a similar conference is sharing with you a lot of evidence in the pod area here. You see here, of course, because take. And if you need, some insight, we're here to help with that, but it's really the students demonstrating what they know. This first conference, being so quick on us, really the focus on that one is how are they as a seventh grade student as far as what they have. We will not have an event wise to really be able to gauge how they are with our standards quite yet. Maybe a couple pieces of data, but nothing really concrete that you can grab onto. So it's more of that. How are they as a seventh grade student? How are they doing the work habit? Are they turning in work? Are they working in groups? Are they doing all of that? No, we'd like to see them. So I'll say, this is where they're at right